Happy Tuesday. Miss your favorite auntie in the building. I'm in the house, y'all. Listen, this ain't gonna be no long. Ain't gonna be too long today, guys. Cause listen, I got an epiphany. Is that the word for it? Epiphany. What's going on, Angela? Hey, my friend. Hey, my sister. How are you? How are you? I'm just let me make sure that I am. I think I'm live. I'm trying to look at my laptop and make sure on my other screen. I gotta be live. Angela's in the building. Hey, Angela, how you doing, darling? Thank you so much for all the really motivational and the scriptures and the just the things that you've been posting on your channel, on your community posts. Thank you so much for the reminders of how God really loves us and reminding us about God's love. Thank you, Angela. I need those little nuggets in the morning sometimes when I need them all the time, but you know what I'm saying? But sometimes when I wake up and I see the post that you posted, you know what I'm saying? It just helps to boost my day. It helps me stay on track and to know that God loves me and he loves us and how we need to spend time with him. So thank you so much, Angela, for those reminders, you know, how real God is. Thank you so much, Angela. Well, um, share what's going on with me. Listen, honey, like I said, I got like a little bit of epiphany. Is that the right word for it? Oh, wait a minute. I hear myself talking. Let me mute me over here. Let me mute me over here. Okay, I see I am good. I'm good up here. But listen, here's the thing, Angela. Anytime we want to be successful in anything in life, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's mostly I'm talking about YouTube right now. I'm just saying YouTube because that's where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? This is the platform I'm on. But that goes to anything in life. You know, you got to have this first and foremost thing in our lives that we need to come up with. We need to know this. If we trying to get somewhere, we trying to reach somebody, we trying to do something, we got to have this key ingredient we got to have. So I mean it's just something that everybody gonna need this. We all need this. We all need this, y'all. How you been doing today, Angela? How are you doing today, darling? Thank you for the hearts I see flying. How are you doing today? Honey, listen, even on my job, honey, I get to the point where sometimes I'm like, well, why am I still, you know what I'm saying? Do you even know what you're doing? Do you even have a clear vision for what's going on? Like, do you even know who you're trying to reach? Do you know your goals? So that first thing is, Angela, if you saw the thumbnail, you saw that little magnifying glass up there. You got to have clarity. You know, even the scriptures say, without vision, the people perish. So you got to have clarity, right? We've got to have clarity. We got to know where we're headed. We got to have a vision for what it is, where we're going, where you going, where you trying to go to. You got to have a destination. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Diva? Hey, darling, how are you doing? My fluffy divas in the building. Listen, Miss Diva, I love your channel. I love your content. You have this ingredient. On one, we go. I finally got your name right. I finally said it right. On one. Okay, we're gonna count. 3, 2, on one, we go. I finally got it. On one, we go. I finally got it. It took me forever because I kept trying to make your name be one on one. It took me a minute, but I finally got it. So how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in, local. Hey, Joseph. Good evening. You said evening, honey. Listen, it is afternoon here. It is like 1:40 something here, and it's like my little lunchtime or whatever you want to call it. But you guys, I think all of you here, you probably all are content creators. If not, you know the content, you know the basics about YouTube and whatever platform. Some of you guys may be on TikTok, some of you guys may be on Instagram, whatever it is. Some of you guys may be business owners, some of you guys may be creators as far as like You produce different things. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to, you know what I'm saying? You produce things to say anything. Anytime you are expecting success, you got to have this. And I listened to two videos. I watched two content creators this morning. I watched two this morning after my usual support stream with Fluffy Diva. Because I do have to work sometimes. Sometimes I do have to work. You know what I'm saying? Man, I seen that Miss G be working, knowing, but hello, pretty Penny on Canal. How you doing? How are you doing? Wait a minute. Hold on, look. What you said? CEO baby got promoted. Really? Get promoted. I heard somebody was gonna get demoted. I heard somebody finna lose their job. Nah, baby, I ain't saying about no Diddy, Shuba. Who Shub? What your name is? Shub. I ain't saying about Diddy. We ain't talking about Diddy on this and him, baby. Apparently, Diddy thought he had this thing right here, but his attention was the wrong way. He didn't have the right kind of ingredient for his stuff. He got a little too greedy for his stuff, for his own riches. Well, thank you, Penny. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Y'all promotion in this house today. We rise together. Well, listen, local. I hope that you worked everything out and you still able to hang out with the mix-up crew. But I was saying, guys, listen. After I got through watching and hanging out with my usual mix-up team, my mix-up crew every morning, usually I hang out with Fluffy Diva over there and all the crew. Y'all know how we do. I watched bits and pieces. I was watching two other content creators this morning, and they said something that really made me like, you know what? That's what I'm missing. And I'm talking about as far as the YouTube platform. As far as that, you're not going anywhere. Trust me, love. Oh, good deal, good deal. Okay, congratulations. I appreciate. Listen, Loco. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know where Loco is. I don't know who done snatched him, who done grabbed him, who done whatever. But Loco, where is Loco? Where is Loco? I think it might be a clone, because this Loco that I've been seeing the last couple of times on in these chats, honey, he been very gentleman-like. He been very gentleman-like. So I don't know who is this man and where's Loco. Is anybody seeing the real Loco? With the real Loco, please stand up. I'm just saying, Loco. Somebody know where he? Do we have to send out a search party like we did Nemo? Because this is not the Loco I know. I'm just saying. But anyway, I was watching these two content creators this morning, and one of them, well, two of them. One of them really said something stuck with me, and she was talking about how she did an audit on her channel, and it made a lot of sense. And I said, you know what? I had heard somebody always say this before, but for me, I think my problem is I need clarity. Because listen, if you're all over the place, if you're trying to reach everybody, get what? You won't reach nobody. If you're trying to cater to everybody, you really ain't gonna be catering to nobody. And so that's my issue. Angela, you asked me what was going on with Miss G. Miss G. Oh, Mrs. G. I honestly started out my content. I didn't really have a direction. What's going on, Cheryl? Hey, my friend. Rebounding with Cheryl is in the building. Cheryl, you know this. Listen, I had to check my heart this morning, baby. Like your 7 minutes with Cheryl, you got to check your heart. So I had to check my heart. I said, Lord, you got to help me with this one right here. But I really am trying to clarify who my audience is. Who is it that I'm trying to reach? If you guys have had that thought in your mind that you don't really have clarity or direction, you don't really know where you're trying to go. How you gonna get to a destination? Because you start out, you got to put where you at, and you got to put a destination in that GPS to go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So my channel name, as y'all already know, it used to be called Heartily Happy. And you know what I'm saying? I still say I'm heartily happy. You my audience. I appreciate that, Diva. I appreciate that. I do. You know, and I love my community. I don't say my communities, but the communities that I'm connected with. I love y'all. But Miss G, I need some help. I need some, listen, Cheryl, I need some prayers. Angela, Miss Diva, I need some prayers. Local, if you know what I'm saying. I need some prayers. Cause listen, Miss G needs some clarity. Because like I say, when I watched these two content creators, they they honed in on what their audience was, what they were trying to reach, who they were trying to reach. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing, y'all. I'm just, it's a struggle for me right now. Cause it's like, I really am. I really feel like I am that auntie. And I do feel like I have some things to share as a, you know what I'm saying, as an auntie. You know what I'm saying? Like a person that some wisdom keys. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I know everything because I sure don't, baby. Because listen, as long as you on this side of heaven, or some folk might be on this side of hell, I don't know. But I'm talking about as long as you on this side of heaven, baby, you gonna always be learning stuff. So I just I really, really want clarity. I need to know who my audience is. I need to know who my audience is. I need to know how to narrow down on what I need. Hey, Miss Debbie, how you doing, Miss Debbie Sue? See, like some channels already, they know what they know who they are, they know who they are targeting. Like Miss Debbie, listen. Miss Debbie already knows who her target is. You know what I'm saying? She's that sweet, um, older, like grandma. You know what I'm saying? That good Southern grandmama who got these stories to tell, and she knows who her audience is. She know what she doing. You know what I'm saying? She's not going back and forth talking about one thing one video and then two. You know what I'm saying? She ain't all over the place. She know her zone. She right there, Miss Debbie. Kudos, Miss Debbie. Kudos. I love you, Miss Debbie Sue. She on point. Angela, girl, listen. You know your channel is based is centered around faith and fitness. Those are the two things you're gonna be mostly talking about. Because baby, anytime you come on Angela's channel, baby, she gonna put the word out. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be talking about the word, and she mixes it in even with fitness type things. You know what I'm saying? You straight. Diva, you just a mix-up queen. Diva, you just a mix-up queen, baby. But you know when you come over there, you know when you go to her channel, especially on her live, you know you're gonna come in for some good, you're gonna have some good music, you're gonna have a good community, you're gonna have some support channel. You know what I'm saying? Now I learned this too, y'all. This is what I'm learning too. This is what I'm learning, guys. Oh, I love you guys too. Angela, listen, we all learn from each other. What I'm learning is lives are mostly for community based audiences. You know what I'm saying? When you do a live, unless it is a target, it's targeted for a specific group of folks. Like, you know, maybe somebody's they're giving you some teaching on how to get more views using StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? It's a specific, category of people that are on to look to figure out stuff. Hey, Tina Mo for showing the building. Welcome in. What you said, Tina Mo? Let me see. Tina Mo said, you don't have to know who your audience is. Your audience just has to find you. Your audience will tell you who they are, who they are to them. It's obvious because they are steadily showing up by showing up. They're already showing up. You know what? Now, Miss Tina, Lady Tina, I see your point. I 100% see your point. But on top of that, in my case, and it's probably so many other people's case, based on the algorithm, you know what I'm talking about? Based on how this whole YouTube thing is set up. If you kind of like all over the place, which I am, I ain't gonna lie, because I know I am. I'm all over the place. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about YouTube strategies, which I love to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it's growing. It's trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's telling you what I've learned about YouTube. They're like now, and then y'all see me sometime. I'm coming on there. I got the kids in the background. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about. I'm doing gossip. What I'm gonna call it, sipping hot tea. I'm doing that. I'm doing live. You know what I'm saying? Just all over the place, Tina Mo, I'm all over the place. So I need to hone it in just a little bit so I can be a little bit more specific. Do I want to talk mostly about, do I want to be that auntie, like, and dropping gems and life lessons and, you know what I'm saying, lifestyle things, you know what I'm talking about? Faith-based things as a southern, older lady in her 50s and, reaching that audience of 50 and up, 45 and up, whatever. Is that what I want to do? Do I want to be having car chit chats, and I'm talking about everything but it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. Listen, guys, I need y'all to help me. Y'all help me, G. I'm serious. Y'all, I'm gonna need some help. The algorithm, is it algorithm or authenticity? I feel you, Lady T. Now, you, Lady T, I feel you now. Cause listen, I 100% feel you. But what happens? What's been happening with me is this, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all this. What's been really happening with me is, and I know it's happening probably to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Is this whole thing when you first started? When I started, I thought this was gonna be real easy. I was gonna be able to drop my 10 videos, baby, and I was gonna be popping. And you know what I'm talking about? But honey, listen, it ain't happen like that. Cause this is what we were led to believe. Cause I started watching doggone DoorDash and what's the other guy? The guy I did the first video talking about Dante, him, and so many others. I honestly thought, hey, what's going on? Chair, what's that chair? Chair, baby, I can't read. I'm sorry, I can't see. But hey, darling, you say, hey, mom, how you doing? Welcome in, Mrs. G, your favorite auntie in the building. Over here, venting child. Over here on a little rant, trying to figure out what she need to do. Trying to figure out her audience and what she need to do. Some clarity on some things. So I honestly thought it was going to be really easy, guys. And but probably compared to some people, it probably is the whole thing. It may have been a little bit easier than some people have experienced. So I'm not complaining, but it takes up a lot of your time. And anytime we invest in something. Listen, people can say all they want. They don't want nothing out of it. But baby, look, we can't get our time back. And so if you're doing something and then if there's any type of gain from it, you want to see gain. If it ain't nothing but just seeing growth in your viewership, you know what I'm saying? You do videos and you get like, 50 views, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. Some people don't even get that. So I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying, what am I not doing? Maybe you have the same question. What is it that you could do differently? So I would suggest that what you say about two? I'm trying to read y'all too. Hey, what's going on, Chandra? Hey, my darling, what's going on, Chandra? Welcome in Nature Lands Connect. That you would just kind of do a audit on your channel, and that will kind of help you to see the what you're getting just right. You know what I'm saying? And maybe some of the things you can work on. So that's what I did do that. I'm doing audits on my channel, and basically everyone I've ever done is telling me the same thing. I'm kind of all over the place. So I got to have some clarity. So that's all I'm saying. I need some clarity. One thing is extremely hard. One view is success here. Well, I mean, of course, you know what I'm saying. And listen, thank God for that one view. Thank God for that one view. And then especially the way it is now, it's like so many people and a lot of people feeling this. A lot of people are feeling this, where at one point the viewerships, the views was way more. And it's like now because YouTube is changing so much stuff, they're making all these changes and some stuff they ain't even telling us about. They just doing what they want. They're doing what they do. We don't even know until it doesn't happen. So the thing is, listen, for whatever you're trying to do in life, you need to have clarity. You need to know who it is or what it is that your goal. Who are you trying to target? Like I said, that's whether if you're trying to sell something, who you trying to sell to? Who you gonna think gonna come in and buy your shoes? You know what I'm saying? Are you trying to buy shoes for the elderly people so they can walk comfortably and get around with their little walkers? Are you trying to buy shoes for the athletes? You try to sell shoes to the athletes? Or are you trying to sell some high-end shoes to high-end clients? Who is your target? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You got to kind of have a goal in mind. At the end of the day, Miss Tina Mo for sure says your audience will outgrow you one day, but you do have the tendency to keep going until you're exposed to who. Wait a minute, let me say. But do you have the tenacity, to keep going until you're exposed to who wants to see you? Okay, now you got to have that tenacity, Tina Mo. You're right. You got to have that. You got to be tenacious enough to be like, I'm growing. I'm gonna keep moving. But it's so hard, Tina Mo, when you ain't seen no momentum. And I know that's a faith walk. You know what I'm saying? We walk by faith. We ain't supposed to be walking by what we see. Minister, you know that, Tina Mo, because Tina Mo, honey, Tina Mo, Lady T, you did a teaching the other night. It wasn't the one from last night, but it was one night. Girl, I mean, respectfully, I can't call you girl. I can't, and you ain't on that girl level. You on the Miss Lady T level. You on that higher level. And I know you don't see maybe you don't see yourself that way, but that's how so many people see you. And I when I talk to you, I say it respectfully because I know the anointing on your life. I know the anointing on your life, Tina Moe, for sure. When I saw that teaching you did the other night, that thing hit home so hard. And I was so glad I tuned in because sometimes you don't know what you need, but God knows what you need. And I need to hear that message that night. I need to hear that. So it was just good. It was good. So anyway, so Tina Moe saying, make the shoe. Tina Moe. Tina Moe, I ain't messing with you. Lady T said, make the shoe, and who wants it will buy it, regardless of the price point. Okay. Now you're right. Now here's the thing. When you get, have y'all noticed this now? I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I noticed this, and this is what a lot of designers, even with the, I don't know if y'all know, this might be a little older for some of y'all, but some of us we know. Y'all know that the brand Fubu. Did y'all know that when Fubu first came out, Fubu was selling that stuff real cheap, right? Real cheap. And guess what? Because some folks, they all about the brand. You know what I'm saying? They want to have a name brand on their foot, on their chest, on their butt, whatever. They want to have, you know what I'm saying? They want to have name brand. They want to have the apple bottom jeans. They want to have a name brand. So Fubu started out selling this stuff real cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff you get from TJ Maxx, like stuff you get from City Trend. Real cheap. You know what I'm saying? But how about the folks didn't want to buy that because they felt like that was like, you know what I'm saying? That's like, they didn't want to buy that. So Fubu, the makers, they decided that they were going to hike their prices up. I'm just telling y'all, it was the same quality because the stuff was good quality, but they hiked the prices up, and guess what? They reached a whole nother demographics of people, and these people were willing to spend money. But you know what I'm saying? He started out trying to keep it on the, on the low, so that anybody could buy it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't super high price now, but I'm saying he was selling like real cheap, and nobody wanted to invest in that. They felt like, you know what I'm saying? It's all about that mindset. So that's why I say is kind of where you start out, but you got to have a mentality of expanding. You got to have a mentality of everybody ain't gonna follow you. You're right, Tina. Everybody is not going to be on board with you. And I understand that. But if you set your for your own self, you set your standards a little higher for yourself, but still be authentic. Because listen, Miss G ain't gonna never be nothing but Miss G. But all thing I'm trying to figure out is, what do I need to hone in on? I need clarity. What is it that my channel really needs to focus on the most? That's all I'm saying, y'all. Hold on, let me go back. I see a bunch of chats in here. Guys, y'all doing it. I appreciate y'all. I'm talking and running my mouth. I ain't seeing all my chat, but let me go back and read what some of y'all saying. Hello, Nadia. Is that Nadia? Hello. She says, good morning. How are you? I'm doing great. Thank you, my beautiful sister. What's going on? Kizzy says hello. Hello to her favorite auntie. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you so much. Hello. I ain't overlooking y'all, but I'm just running my mouth. Thank you. See my nail tile? I put a little nail polish on. Cheryl says both for auntie. Y'all a mess. Hey, Miss M, what's going on, my darling? I was so proud of you doing your live the other day. I know that you said, that you wouldn't be doing them, because of certain things, where you got to respect. I respect that, but you did a really great job. M, you did a great job. Look who came in the house. Listen, Mr. President, respectfully, you're another one I got to say respectfully. No come here and start asking me about no doggone Insta360 because I'm not using it. I'm using my low budget phone, right? I'm using my low budget phone, Mr. President. Yoga with Goga. I'm using my low budget phone. I ain't like what's his name? Daryl. Was it Daryl or Gerard? I don't know how you say his name. I ain't on that level yet. We listen, Mr. President. We still praying for him to do good so he can have some of these giveaways. You know what I'm talking about? So he can give away some of this quality equipment he got. Okay. Let me see. Wait a minute. Somebody, man, every time y'all hold on a minute here. Let me see who's bothering me on my darn. You hear all that little stuff going on. All these Slack messages. All these Slack messages going on. Okay, she's telling me something. Okay, I don't know what she's saying. I can't talk right now. What's going on? Work, play, live in the building. Everybody saying hey to everybody. Kathleen. Hey, Kathleen, what's going on? Kathleen, are you still live? Are you? I saw you were live a little while ago, but you must not still be live. Just say hello, everyone. Casper's in the building. Yeah. Go yoga. Don't start no mess. Don't start no mess. He's saying Kathleen. Everybody saying shout out to everybody. Okay, so now you heard some people's low budget phone $1,200 exactly. I ain't on that level. I ain't on that level yet. But listen, I still got my phone, baby. Look, I think my phone about, let me see. My phone probably 4 years old, and I ain't ashamed to say it, honey. I ain't ashamed of it. As long as it still do the job, I'm gonna keep using it. Krista, what's going on, my friend? What's going on? Okay, so anyway, Mr. President, you don't throw me out talking about the doing 360, the Insta 360. I ain't broke it out yet. But listen, now Mr. President, we call him Mr. President. The CEO, we call him Mr. President. I'm talking about Yoga with Goga, he's a mentor to many. He's definitely one of my mentors. He's a mentor to my mentor, Reds Room TV. So therefore, he's a mentor to me too. But I'm talking about clarity, trying to make sure that I have clarity on what my channel is about, that directed to what my channel needs to be about. I got the GPS out, y'all. I got the GPS out, and I got to tell the GPS where I want to go. Because if I can't tell the GPS where I want to go, then I just might not get there. So I know where I'm at right now. And based on the research that I've been doing, my channel is basically all over the place. Yes, of course. Yes. You know you my mentor. You know you are. You have so many good tips. And listen, guys, if y'all like me, y'all like to have some good teaching, some good tips, some good nuggets, some good stuff about YouTube. This man is the one. I'm telling y'all, he's a great. Now you talking about a good teacher. Now he can teach you some things. He can teach you all about it because he does research. I don't do the research like he do. He be all in the YouTube, baby. I don't know where he find the time to do all this stuff, honey. Cause he a busy man. But every time I look around, he traveling somewhere. But honey, he have time. He find time to deep dive into YouTube in the back side of YouTube to find out all this information. And he can tell you all about, honey, anything you want to know about YouTube. Just about anything about it, he can tell you about it. So he has his academy, his classes on Wednesday at our time. It's like 12:30, I think, 1 o'clock or 12:30. I can't remember which one it is. 12:30 or 1 o'clock Eastern Standard. That's my time. But he has some very, very, very good classes. He called it the academy. So I learned a lot from him. I learned how to do I learned how to do the StreamYard thing watching him. I learned some tips about how to do YouTube from your laptop. I learned about the YouTube control room. I seen all these features, but I never used them. You know what I'm saying? Because Miss G be scared to try new stuff. If somebody had already tried it and proven it and told me about it, Miss G don't fool with. That's just like food. When I go to a restaurant, somebody has something real good on their plate. It look good, but I ain't gonna try it unless I know somebody else ate it and tried it. That's how I am. I'm sorry. That's why I ain't tried my 360 yet. My Insta 360 camera that I spent all this money on. I had a fit. Kept talking about I wanted the darn thing. Finally went on, broke down and got it. Because everybody was talking about how good it is with the invisible selfie stick and all that. Miss G ain't did nothing with it. I did one video with it, and that was me, Lil J, him showing me how to do it. Anyway, let me see what Tina said. Y'all forgive me for not speaking. I'm attempting to get a message to Miss G, but she may not be listening yet because she wants a method to do something that's a gift. I take the rebuke. Don't let me start speaking in tongue, Tina Mo. Tina Mo. Listen, I feel you, Tina, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that little slap on the hand chastisement, Lady T. I appreciate it. It's a gift. You're right. So anytime something is a gift, baby, it comes real easy to you. And it's hard to do stuff when you got to learn something and you're not gifted to do it. Sometimes it can be a little harder. And yeah, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I got the gift to gab, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Tina Mo in the building. Thank you, Tina Mo. I told you every time Tina Mo come in the house, she always comes in bearing gifts. She gonna come in with some wisdom, some nuggets, some gems, baby, and she gonna bless you financially, honey. Thank you, Tina Mo. God bless you. As my good friend Goga would say, may your pot never be dry. May it never continue to flow and never be dry. Continue to flow. May people continue to pour into your life, Tina Mo, because you have definitely a giving heart and you're always pouring into other people's lives. You're sowing, baby. You sowing seeds now, baby. And them seeds gonna come up. Because baby, you planted by the river, baby. You plant it, and you can't do nothing but flourish. So I thank you so much, Tina. I really appreciate you so much. God bless you, my friend. Now let me get back to see some of these messages. After Tina Mo no chastise me, Tina Mo, you do listen, you doing just like you got the heart of the Father. Let me tell you why I say that, Tina Mo. Listen. The Father, he'll show you in his word. He gonna show you, you know what I'm saying? He gonna chastise you. But after you get that chastisement, you go ahead on it and just take that bitter root and go on eat it and digest it. Baby, guess what? The blessings flow. The blessings come. So Tina Mo, you chastise me. You chastise me. But listen, you brought the blessings afterwards. You brought the blessings afterwards. So I thank you so much. You funny. I love y'all. Y'all tickle me. Let me see what my mentor said. I told you the next Oprah or M or TMZ, your foster conversation. T, you did say that. Listen, you said that. Now I ain't gonna lie, you did say that. So you know what? People often tell me things, and I'm good at telling other folk what they good at. But when somebody try to tell me, I want to buck against, I want to buck the system and like, no. So I repent. I repent. But ain't nothing wrong with asking for a little help. You know what I'm saying, y'all? What's going on? Miss Do It Yourself's in the building. Hey, my friend, how you doing? Miss Do It Yourself. Miss Do It Yourself got her first raid the other couple of nights back last week, and she was so excited. I love to see that. So I'm so excited for my friend, Miss Do It Yourself. Blessing. I'm just glad to be a part of that. Thank God for that, and I hope you continue to to flourish. Now you see how Miss Do It Yourself channel name. Her channel is called Miss Do It Yourself. So when you go over to Miss Do It Yourself, you already know what her channel about. You know what I'm talking about? I found Miss Do It Yourself because I was looking for how to put some change windshield blades on my car. Because the mist was moving a little too slow for me, y'all. Shh, don't tell them I said that, okay? Shh. So anyway, I was over here on the YouTube looking for how to change the wiper blade. It's easy to do, but I want to get confirmation that it wasn't that hard. So I looked on over there, and guess who I saw? Guess who I saw first? Well, she the first one I saw. I saw some other people, but you know what? I identified with her. That's just like you said, Tina Mo. Look, Tina, you right. You show right. Look, the audience found Miss Do It Yourself. I found her, just like you said, Miss Tina Mo. And I found her. I did. She was the one that you know what I'm saying? She was the one that grabbed my attention. You know what I'm saying? She was a woman. You know what I'm saying? She was a woman, a seasoned woman. She out there putting the blades on her car. You know what I'm saying? She looked like me. You know what I'm saying? So I said, let me see what Miss, what's her name? Miss Do It. Oh, she gonna know what she talking about. Her name Miss Do It Yourself. Let me see if she gonna do it herself. So yeah, she got on there. She put them wiper blades on because she said sometimes you can't depend on folks. You didn't need to know how to do it yourself. You ain't got to wait on nobody. I say amen to that, sister. And so that's how I found her. And then I started binging on her content. Baby, she was in there putting up lights and stuff in her bathroom. I'm like, baby, I don't fool around with no electricity stuff, honey. She know how to shut that breaker off and all that, baby. She did what she had to do. So I found her. So Tina Mo, for sure. You right, baby. You right. Let me see what's going on here. Goga says, Auntie, what Tina said, you are a pleasant and no, I don't know what they were, affable. So what's that? And look, I went to college for a little bit. I can't read all these words. What that mean? You be using some big words, Goga. You use some big words, honey. You laugh so hard every time you come here, really? And I don't even have to raise my voice. I'm just saying, I appreciate that. What's going on, Desmond? Good afternoon, Miss G. How are you? I'm doing good. So Miss Do It Yourself, I always tease her because I always say her name, but I ain't gonna blast her name out. She might not want everybody to know who her name is, but in between there, we laugh about it. And my husband, I told him what your name was, so he did this little Rocky thing, and you know what I'm saying. But we do it every time. But definitely, Miss Do It Yourself. We want to see growth because we put a lot in. We put a lot of stuff into a lot of time, and you know what I'm saying. And we want to see we want to reap the fruits of our labor. You know what I'm saying. So I just know that I think that's a mister coming home, y'all. So I'm gonna have to hurry up and go. But I just want to make sure that I have clarity, guys. So that's what I would suggest to anybody who's just don't have clarity. Not to say not necessarily on YouTube, but you got to have something to put in that GPS to know where you're going. You know what I'm saying? And that's what my thing is. So tonight I will also be doing a live tonight, and I will be talking probably a little bit about some of those things. Maybe hey, what's going on, Grant? Hey, Grant, what's going on? So look, you see Grant's name. Grant's name is Grant's Faithful GPL Journey. You already know what that his channel is about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what you're gonna get pretty much when you go to his channel. He gonna be talking about his faithful, his journey with his weight loss and all that stuff. So that's what I'm saying. I need to. My channel is called Mrs. G, your favorite auntie, and I appreciate y'all making me feel like favorite auntie. So I just y'all pray for me. You know what I'm saying? Those of y'all who know the words of prayer, y'all pray for your auntie, okay? So I can get some clarity. That's all I'm saying, y'all. I really want to this hold this thing together. I want to, as the old folk you say, hold it in the road. I'm trying to hold it in the road, y'all. I'm trying to hold it in the road because sometimes it's a weary journey sometimes. And you know, when you're putting in your work, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I ain't seen no growth, because thank God I've been seeing some growth. I really have. But I just don't I want to work like Diva said, I want to work small. I don't want to work hard. I don't want to be working hard all the time. You know what I'm saying? I want to work small. And I know you guys do too. And it's Tina Mo for sure said, baby, listen, when you gifted to do a thing, when you have a gifting to do a thing, and sometimes we can just learn how to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people weren't born with these certain things, but they learned them. That's just like with me, baby. I wasn't a born singer, baby. Now my son, Lil J, he was gifted from the womb. He was gifted, you know, with musical talents. You know what I'm saying? When I would pray for him when he was in the womb, baby, and that baby would be in there dancing, and you know what I'm saying? And I would sing and do all that stuff to him in the womb. So some people just born with the gift. God, you know what I'm saying? He gives the gifts as he will. And my child was gifted to be you know, musically inclined. Miss G wasn't musically inclined, gifted. I don't think. Now I think I did have the gifting to some musical instrument, because when I was a little girl, my daddy, the first little cute thing he gave me that I remember, one of the first things I remember, he gave me a little toy piano. He gave me this piano. So that the playing the piano has always been in me. But I had tapped into it just a little bit years back, and I had got pretty good on it, but then I stopped. So I need to get back on Lil J. And when Lil J started playing the keyboard and piano, baby, my DJ pulled back. I said, you take it, baby. But anyway, I'm saying sometimes you don't have to be gifted. You can learn something. But when you are gifted to do a thing, it comes real easy. And how many of y'all know Miss G was a very, very quiet young lady? In school, I ain't do no talking. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me see what y'all saying on here. I've been running my mouth. Everybody just saying, hey, everybody saying, hey, 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 good evening, good evening. Yes, yes, Grant, Nichols family, everybody saying, hey. Okay, so Yoga said, Auntie grabbing dinner real quick. Okay, better rate. Wait a minute. No, hold on. Now, go eat your dinner. Eat your dinner. We ain't talking about the raid right now. Okay, Mr. President. My folks already pinging me at work. But listen, later on today, this evening, I will be doing a live this evening, and I will also be talking a little bit about the YouTube. The struggle is real. So anyway, y'all just know, Mr. G, stay heartily happy. I'm trying to stay heartily happy, y'all. I'm trying to stay, you know what I'm saying? But I got some great people in the community, but I'm just saying, guys, make sure that you do have some clarity. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of know where you want to go. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, the topic I got tonight. Yeah, it's hard. YouTube. I mean, I don't like to use the term hard, because I mean, for some people it may not be, but everybody. I think a lot of people are feeling the weight of what's going on, the changes that they're making, and it's not like it used to be, guys. It's not. Well, it's not for me. It's not. And a lot of people out here saying the same thing. This demonetization thing going on. Hey, Miss Paula, what's going on, my friend, my bestie, my bestie be doing a lot of videos. I love it. I love that she's doing a lot of videos now. So we're all about growth. We're all about trying to grow, because anytime you're putting time and energy in it, you want something out of it, right? Y'all know, you know what I'm saying? We want something out of it. You know, there might be a handful of people who actually just do YouTube because that's what they want to do. They just want to share things. And that's a great way to start. That's kind of how I started, y'all. But then later on, you know what I'm saying? You see that this is it takes work. It's work, y'all. And I don't have anything against work. What's going on, work, play, live, be? Everybody saying hello. Nothing wrong with putting in work, but you don't go to work and don't plan and don't just go to work. Now, if you volunteer, now you might be doing some volunteer work, but you getting something out of it. You getting gratification out of it. Maybe you're learning a skill while you're doing your volunteer, whatever. And I am learning some things. I'm meeting some great people, y'all. I'm meeting some great people, just like you guys in my chat today. So I appreciate y'all. But like you said, but kids, it gets tough sometimes. Kids, we be out there trying, you be out there in the garden, you and Desmond, y'all out there doing y'all gardening work, and then y'all doing your other channel where you know what I'm saying? It's you know what I'm saying? So my key thing is if we want success, I still say you gotta know where you're going. You might not know how you're gonna get there. Cause that's just like when was it Lot, he was told to get away. You know, they Lot came along. He didn't tell him to bring him along with him. God didn't tell dang, what's his name? Let me try to quote no Bible scriptures. Can't even remember the folk name. But sometimes you don't know exactly how you're gonna get there. You just know you're going there. You might not know the route to get there. You know what I'm saying? You might not know A, B, and C how to get there, but at least you have a destination ahead of you. You got a destination to know where you want to go. So that's all I'm saying. You got to have an idea, clarity of who it is that you're trying to reach. Miss Paula, she gave a very, very good illustration of her channel and her channel name. She said from the beginning, she would be talking about being retired. Her name, and then she's talking about retirement. What she doing in her years of retirement. Okay, so Miss Paula talks about how your channel is like, you ain't really all over the place because your channel really is about Miss Paula, what she does on her retirement. So I love that. I love that. Mrs. G, your favorite auntie? Baby, Mrs. G be all over the place. So basically from my artists, it's just telling me I need to kind of hone it in on what I really want on. Who am I trying to reach? So that's something I got to get wrap my head around. That's all I'm saying, y'all. So but listen, guys, tonight I really, really want you guys to chime in because I have it set up so anybody will be able to come up on the panel and talk to me about what you're going through. What are you experiencing? How's the YouTube thing for you? Whatever you want to talk about. Talk about your channel, you know what I'm saying, your journey. Talk about some things that maybe can help somebody else. Talk about some of your wins and some of your losses. So I will definitely have that. I have the link on my community page, guys. I think it's the last one that I posted. It's that link there that you can join me tonight at 6:30 Eastern and come on up and talk about it. Come on up and tell me, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I like to encourage people all the time because, baby, I'm a cheerleader. Baby. I got my what you call them, the thing, the little pom-pom. Baby, I love to cheer on people. But sometimes Miss T need a little cheering on. Sometimes Miss G need a little encouragement. So I covet your, your words of encouragement, your words of chastisement, whatever. Like Tina Mo came on in and said what she had to say. She said what she had to say. She dropped her gift and she was like, that's it, that's all. You know what I'm saying? I need that. So I'm just saying, guys, please, I need y'all to just talk to Miss G. You know what I'm saying? Let Miss G be quiet a little bit. Y'all just talk to me. Y'all tell me. That sometimes we just have to be quiet. Just be quiet. And hear what we need to hear. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, guys, that's all I got to say for today, y'all. I got to get on off here, child. Cause I've been on here longer than I was supposed to be. But Wordplay Liz said, Fluffy, can you go in the streets today without watching? Can he? Casper said, Fluffy, can I go in the streets today without you? No, you can't, because she everywhere. She always somewhere lurking in the bushes, all up in so she has some more receipts every day, every morning. She got to have receipts because she have a show every morning, so she got to have plenty enough receipts to take her through the week. Casper, thank you for the hug. I appreciate you. Thank you, Kizzy, for flexing the emojis. Thank you so much, Miss Paula. Nothing but love. I appreciate you. Time in due time. You know what I'm saying? So let me see real quick, y'all, because Gogo done came in talking junk, talking about some raid, y'all. So let me see who over here. Ever since I got my pilot license, he think I'm supposed to be going on commercial flights all the time. Ever since I got my flight license, he think every time I look around, I'm supposed to be flying somewhere. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Diva said her eyes are everywhere. Everywhere. What you say? Let me see what Brett said. Some G is good tea. I don't know what that is, but it looked like it good. It just looked pretty up there in the chat. Whatever you saying, Grant. I don't know what it is, but it looked good up there. It looked good up there, Grant. All right, let me see. Let me do this one here. All right, guys. Let me see what we got. Let me see who we got. Let's see who we got live. Once he started, no fly zone. We want to go to no fly zone. And we want nobody getting timed out. All right, let me see. Everywhere we go, Auntie make everybody get timed out. That's my jam right there. I love it. It's who we got live? Is Kathleen live again? I don't know. Let me check it out, y'all. Shock on face. What happened now? Who pressed that button? Everybody stop. Nobody saying nothing. Yeah, we got some real talent. We got some real talent, guys. Oh, my girl, y'all listen. Y'all know where we got to go. We got to go to BOK, honey. Listen, BOK is live. Y'all know we got to go holler at Miss BOK, guys. So let me get on over there before she leave, y'all. All right, fam. I love you guys. Make sure y'all type don't type no darn tuna raid. I know that's what she gonna want. We gonna get her a laugh. We gonna type in tuna raid. Okay, we're gonna type tuna raid in the chat, guys. We're gonna go on over to see we're gonna go over to see BOK. How about that? Y'all gonna ride with me? Y'all gonna ride with me. We're gonna ride on over to BOK, guys. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Love you guys, and we're gonna see y'all again real soon. All right, we out. Much love, family. BOK, the food free, honey. See y'all later. See y'all tonight. Now, don't y'all come through if y'all can. All right.